Hey, what up, everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of
And
War.
today I have your weekly preview for the week of September 5th, 2022. So we're going to go over the SOULFORGE, a world event team and scoring and all that stuff. The event key drop table, which I forgot Scorpius, I know. Which, he's not, doesn't make it, just makes it a little bit better than what I said. But yeah, happy Labor Day, by the way. Please help me out today because I think a lot of my U.S. people, which is most of my watchers, are going to be, chilling out, maybe not playing the game, maybe not waking up early. So hit that like, leave that comment, watch the whole video at least as much as you can. If you got to leave it on and walk away, I'd really appreciate it today. Yeah, let's get going. All right, so let's go to the SOULFORGE first of all. SOULFORGE. This is my third video of the day, so that's all. And it's Labor Day, and I got up at 4:30 a.m. So if you want to help me out, I'd really appreciate it. You guys are half the battle, so really need y'all's help today. Got the team video out, got the scoring video out, got this one out. I know it's probably hard to watch 3 whole videos, but 2 of them are really short, and like 10 minutes total. So really appreciate that. Anybody that can help me out with that. All right, anyway, troops, shut up, Senny. Yo, I opened my first dragon egg the other day. I got Ruby Wrath. So if you want to see that in action, go check out the live stream from Sunday. It was a really fun live stream. One of the best ones in the last couple weeks. So it was really awesome. All right, what do we got here? Looks like a bunch of Dookie Stain. Draculus is okay. There's like one team you can use them on that some people like. There's usually teams that are better than it, though. War is one of the worst in the game, like literally. Skady used to be the only Ice Storm, but like the best Ice Storm, but now there's other things you can do. And Undyne is pretty bad as well. Wow. Big old pass, at least as far as mythics go. And I haven't seen a legendary yet either, so SOULFORGE looks pretty crappy. I would say Draculus is probably your best bet here, but he is just an above average mythic. You usually pair him with, I think, Crimson Bat, and maybe start... I think they're both undead. You put Ghost Queen on the team. It's 2 true damage mythics... Or no, 2 true damage troops that can wipe pretty quickly, but there's almost always something else that can do it better. But not terrible. There's actually a team out there for him, so he's not one of the worst in the game. He's probably like above average or so. 20 green, blue, red, Galvania Undead. Steal life from all enemies. That's all he does. And he has nothing over here. So it's a mythic with a low mana cost, and he does true damage, which he steals life, which is better than true damage actually. But if you want a mythic to do multiple things, even if he's doing like one really good thing, you still want them to have a couple other things that are decent, and he has nothing here except for that. So you can start him 50% mana with the Ghost Queen. He has a low mana cost. That's all he's really got going for him. He steals life from all enemies. It's pretty good with the Crimson Bat, but nothing you should spend all your diamonds on if you're waiting for Ironhawk or something. War's the worst. Maybe Undyne would be next, because Skady is so out of style these days. So I guess I'm going to say Undyne. 20 green, blue, red, Merlantis Divine Merfolk. Deal damage to an enemy and the next enemy below, boosted by Merfolk and Submerged Allies. Submerge blue allies, silence blue enemies. So I think he's used for like Guild Wars defends and stuff like that. Submerge myself at the start of every turn. So it'd be against blue on blue day as your defend, possibly. Skady would be next. Used to be pretty good. It used to be like a top 20 or something like that, probably. I don't think she was ever like a top 10, but she's possibly used to be like a top 20 mythic. This was way back in the day. She's divine, she's fey, you can 50% starter. It's only 20 mana cost once again. 20 blue, purple, yellow, Glacial Peaks, Divine Fey, freeze and mana burn the first 2 enemies, knock them to last position, summon Queen Mab, and then create an Ice Storm at the start of every turn. So back in the day, if you had a blue team, you almost had to put Skady on there. But these days, you got the Jar of Eyes, you got other things that make blue storms now, so you don't really need her anymore. And then War, let's go check out one of the worst mythics in the game. One of the coolest looking, though, you got to give them that, but one of the worst as far as spell and traits. 20 red, blue, brown, Apocalypse Daemon Knight. Burn all enemies. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by my attack. Gain an extra turn if the enemy dies. So his damage isn't even very high. There's other ways to burn in the game, and you're probably never going to kill anything and get that extra turn. Even if your attack is like, even if your attack is like freaking 70 or something, he's probably still not going to kill. And then no good traits. No good traits. I mean, there's a couple, like, okay traits, but with Mythics, you want them to have a third trait that is just amazing. You want them doing at least, like, 2 things here that you need. And, yeah, so pretty bad. One of the worst in the game. It's just, it came out at the beginning of the game. It's one of the first Mythics ever, so what do you expect? And it has no kingdom, so it doesn't help you with kingdom level and power either. A bunch of stuff going against that one. Alright, legendaries, we got Mulak. No, don't craft it. True Damage, Drainer. We got Bunny Nog. You know, a specialty troop there. At least it starts with 50% mana. Gog and Good. Nothing really that great. And Wrath. Oh, okay, Wrath. Wrath is the best thing in the SOULFORGE this week. So if you do not have Wrath and you want to do the Skull Waterfall team, which I'll try to link at the end of this video, but I can't promise it. Sometimes I forget. The Skull Waterfall team, just type in Skull. Probably put Gems of War Skull Waterfall in the YouTube search bar. I think I'm the only one with that video out there. So if you want to do the Skull Waterfall team, here you go. This is one of the main components. And he's definitely, I would say, a top 10 legendary. So probably not a bad idea to grab him. 18 brown, yellow, Cinemirage Daemon. Transform blue gems to brown and yellow to skulls, enrage all allies, and burn all enemies. You see how he's doing lots of stuff? That's what we want to see. Blue to brown, yellow to skulls, enrage all allies, and burn all enemies. Doing like 4 things there. And then he also has Cataclysm, which is nice. Like if you don't have the Possessed King or something like that, explode 2 random gems when I deal skull damage. And you're going to be dealing a lot of skull damage because you're turning yellow to skulls. And you could just... early in the battle, you can just match skulls and get a little explosion, and it kind of helps get your team going. So Wrath, definitely a good troop to have. Would I recommend crafting it if you still don't have 2 Ironhawks and stuff like that? I don't know. It's borderline. It's only 800 diamonds. It's a top 10 legendary, but most of the time you only want to craft like the top 5 legendaries. So up to you on that one. Weapons, I don't think there's very much here. This one's okay. It blows up brown gems, grants a random stats effect to all monster allies and summon a monster troop. You should already have this from, I think, like an invasion or a raid or something like that. You buy it in the shop. So if you don't have it, then you're not taking my advice and buying the weapons when you should, or you're a very new player. It's only 300 diamonds, but it's not like a super duper high recommendation. Here's another one. This one's a little bit not as good at... Ooh, we got Doomed Axe. I just saw that. So Doomed Axe, definitely get that. This one's like a C+, nothing great either. The other weapon's better. This one creates 6 yellow and brown for Drifting Sands. But here we go. Here's Doomed Axe. This might be the best thing to get. Deal damage to all enemies, +1 per tempering level. Convert purple gems to Doom Skulls. If the enemy has a Doom, create 5 more. Gain 3 mana for each yellow enemy. There you go. That's the best thing in the SOULFORGE. We got Doomed Axe and Wrath. That's what you're going for. And to get both of them, it would only be like 1,200 diamonds. So not a big deal, right? Or wait, hold on. Never mind. It's a little bit more than that, but I think I would probably have you get Doomed Axe if I was going to say one or the other. But Doomed Axe and Wrath is what you would be going for. Here's another one of those kind of weapons for monster allies, green and brown. So that's not terrible, like for this week. And not much else here. So, but hey, Doomed Axe is amazing. It's the best yellow doomed weapon in the game. And then Wrath for that very, very fun Skull Waterfall team. So not as bad as I first thought. The SOULFORGE is kind of decent. Alright, anyway, let's go check out the world event. I already have a video with 2 teams, high and low level, high and low rarity. So go check that out. The video is only 8 minutes long, so I'd really appreciate your support. But let's go over the world event now. Fokker the Wise agreed to help us if we could gather some crystals guarded by creatures in the underworld. We gladly agreed. Defeat monsters in the underworld and gather crystals for Fokker. Normally, I would go to gemsofwar.com, go to the forum, go to Hawk's Post, and check out like all her stuff there. She usually tells us like what tier to buy up to and how many points you need to do and the scoring and all that. I already have a scoring video also, so if you'd watch that, I'd really appreciate it. It's like 4 minutes long. But gemsofwar.com is down right now, so I can't do that. But you got that scoring video if you need the scoring. It's pretty much they're all worth the same. You need to just kill the highest level, basically. We got a spell damage medal, so you want to hit all enemies with spell damage. I need to collect this. Here we go. I bought up to tier 3. That was enough for me to get a medal. I'm not sure what you should buy up to. With the world event, you probably want to buy like tier 1 and then like see how far you can go and then buy tier 2 and see. You don't want to really like go too high too early because sometimes you don't even need to buy anything. Why'd I go out? Alright, let's show a team. This is the low-level team. So if you want to see the other team, go check out that other video. But the restriction is Drifting Sands, which is pretty restrictive, especially onto the weapons. But I went with Desert Troll, Dancing Daggers, Sandrunner, Sandrunner. Sandrunner starts with 75% mana. Desert Troll makes a bunch of yellow for the rest of the team and is a good tank. And Dancing Daggers hits all enemies really hard. It's just a dervish class weapon that you can get for free. So go get it. If you don't have it, you can get it in the next 2 days. You got 7 days to do the world event, so no excuse. Alright, so that's the world event. Let's go do everything else. So let's go back to the beginning. So far, right? Wrath, Doomed Axe, and Queen Beatrix and Sandrunner. Dancing Daggers, Doomed Axe. That's what you want to use for the world event. But go check out the videos, please. Alright, Sage Advice. New epic troop, Fokker the Wise. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Gems of Lore. Experience our new world event with your guildmates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. The Prismatic Key is still going on. New mythic troop, Labara, is terrible, so don't get it. But you have like 4 more days if you want to. Events. Week of Drifting Sands. All Drifting Sands troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Mystics. All Mystics gain 10% to their skills. Bonus souls if you use Fokker the Wise in PvP and Explorer to gain 40 souls. It's also the week of Anya. Please, please pray for Anya. Anya is now a sinner and one with the choir, so you need to pray. Shout out to Anya. Hit that link in the description or the blue join button. I did it backwards this time. Shout out to you, Anya. Really, really appreciate it. We need to pray. She is now a sinner of the choir. Thank you so much. Link in the description. Join button. Sorry I'm like doing all this self-promotion today. It's Labor Day. It's a holiday. I feel like I'm going to get a little bit less traffic. So any help from the hardcore sinners and choir members would be really appreciated. All right, let's go check out the shop. All right, we got Fokker the Wise, so I'm going to buy him up to Mythic. Something you do kind of later in the game. You don't want to do that like early or mid game. You kind of want to do that late game. You want to save your glory for like trait stones and you know, maybe even glory chests. But a good thing to do late in the game. Shout out to U7 Tim. All right, Fokker the Wise, 12 purple, yellow, Drifting Sands, Human Mystic. Give a certain amount to a random skill on an ally, prior magic, and repeat a second time. Then summon a random Drifting Sands troop. Might be less than your. I think I have more magic than that, but. And then his traits are terrible. So this is like a budget Shabana Vespera, and I don't even like Shabana Vespera that much. She's way better than this guy, and he probably won't be used very much, I don't think. He seems pretty terrible. He doesn't even look very cool. At least he has a cool bird and a cool symbol on his head and an awesome beard, I guess. He does look pretty cool, never mind. He's got yellow eyes. They can make an old man look cool, even rugged old men. Go watch that stream from Sunday if you want to hear about rugged old men. Alright, Arcane Plains trait stones. We got yellow, purple. So let's go see what we can fully trait from getting these trait stones in that glory shop. That's why you save glory, to do that. Like in the mid-game or so. Base rarity. Alright, so Arachnian Weaver is here. Creeping Doom. Stealthy and Impervious. Really nice. Arc Proxy Avendra. Doom of Arachnia. Infernus burns all enemies in 4 or 5 gym match. Ishtara has that 50% chance to bless a random ally when my turn begins. Queen Aurora has Rainbow Link. Scorpius is cool, but he doesn't need his traits really. Skady has that Ice Storm we already talked about. I forgot about this troop. It's kind of cool. I like the art. The art's awesome. Voice of Orpheus has the cleanse all allies when matching yellow gems. That used to be the best cleanse in the game until Queen Beatrix came in. Divine Ishbala, this is very important. All divine allies start with 40% mana. And that 100% uses this trait stone. So if you don't have Divine Ishbala fully traded, you need to go buy enough trait stones to fully trade her right now. I'm telling you. Infernal King has a 25% chance to resurrect after death. Conjure a Lightstorm when my turn begins. Enchant a random ally in 4 or 5 gym match. What else do we got? I think Shadow Dragon. No, does nothing. Never mind. Anything else here? Cindy Savage Lips. Her lips are so savage. I think Faunessa has a Empowered. Anything else here? Come on. I might miss something. I missed freaking Scorpius in the event key drop table on this spoiler video. So when I'm doing stuff like this, you can't blame me for missing a couple. This guy's kind of decent. Summon a Darkstorm at the start of battle and gain bonus purple mana for purple gym matches. I usually don't mention stuff like that, but not bad. I think Sylph has a 50% start. Sacrificial Priest is very important. So Divine Ishbala and Sacrificial Priest, definitely get those fully traded. And that's about it. So yeah, Sacrificial Priest, Divine Ishbala would be the two you would want to look at and see if you need to fully trait, and then go buy those trait stones in the SOULFORGE. Or in the freaking Glory Shop. It sounded wrong when I said it. Then check out like Queen Aurora, Infernus, Arc Proxy Avendra, and Arakthian Weaver to see if you need those two. Or Stara, maybe. What else is going on? We got to go do the event key drop table. So we have Drifting Sands. You can see right there under event chests, it says Drifting Sands. That means when you open event keys, that's the only troops you're going to get is troops from Drifting Sands. Let's go check that out. What troops can we get? I know Scorpius is one of them. Who said it in the chat? I think it was Crisp Purpose. Shout out to Crisp Purpose. Haven't seen him in a while until he come to the comments to help me out with that correction. Alright, Scorpius. Is he a top 10 mythic? No. Is he a top 20 mythic? Probably not. Should you get him before you get like Phoenicia and Guard's Avatar? Debatable. But he can do difficulty 12 Explorer with your rally in the Nexus, and depends on how important that is to you, and do you have your rally. So if you already have your rally and you really need medals and tokens and stuff, which who doesn't, then Scorpius is a really good troop. You put Scorpius with your rally, you get that lethal damage from poisoning enemies. The Nexus has like the easiest difficulty 12 Explorer to poison and then lethally kill with a Scorpius. So, important troop. Is it a top 20? I don't know. It's probably close, but it's not a top 10 for sure. But, hey. You could also get Shabana Vespera, which is an above-average mythic. Not one of my favorites, but definitely some people use it. We got Abergonia. At least it hits all enemies. It bleeds them. Queen Beatrix is not available. That you would have to go get in the underworld. The Great Maul is a really good, like, High King Irongut, budget High King Irongut. It's not as good as him. Doesn't have an extra turn. It can only devour once. But it can do, like, delves when you would need a High King Irongut and don't have it. Desert Troll, you need all the trolls eventually. They're nice. Desert Worm's really good early game. It's kind of like you just loop. Sand Runner's good for this event right now. Sky Scorpion, if you don't have your rally, you could go get this instead. It's not as good. It's not as good because you have to cast it before you cast Scorpius. When with your rally, you just have to match 4 or 5 gem match. So your rally's way better than Sky Scorpion, but Sky Scorpion is an option if you do not have your rally. If you want to get Scorpius and Sky Scorpion, you could still do Nexus and still do pretty well. Dust Devils here. Dust Devils for the Ironhawk team. And yeah, that's about it. it's like a okay event key. Depends how much you want to do that difficulty 12 explore in the Nexus and get medals and tokens and stuff. So up to you. Do you have your rally? Maybe. Are you missing Shabana Vespera and Scorpius and the Great Maw and Sky Scorpion? Maybe, but it's not something I'm super excited about here. So I would tell most people to save your event keys for something better, like Ironhawk or High King Iron Gut or the Wild Queen or some other better kingdom with multiple good mythics. You know what I mean? Alright, so that was event keys. We did the shop. Let's go do everything else. So let's check out what's going on this week. Alright, so today you're going to be doing the campaign. You're going to be doing the world event. Tomorrow, Tuesday, looks like we have the Deep Hive. So let's go see if I have a team for that. The Deep Hive, it should be... Let's try this again. So what week is it? Drifting Sands. So I want to go to Drifting Sands. I can never... I need to memorize where these are. I don't know why I can't remember where kingdoms are when I've been playing this game for like 5 years. Where the heck is Drifting Sands? There it is. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to go here, click this. Gets you close. It puts it like in the middle of the screen. It doesn't put your cursor on it, but it puts it in the middle of the screen, so it definitely helps out. Alright, so what do I got for this? I will be making a video for this. It will come out super early on Tuesday, so look forward to that, I guess. But we got green, we got brown. You could do Rowan, you could do Queen Beatrix, you could go King Gobtruffle Shuffle. You could maybe do Guard's Avatar. I think High King Iron Gut. That's most. You could do Triple Persistence with Axe of the North. You could do triple the green Guardian with Lupine's Edge. That's a good one. I think it's even better than... I don't know. They're pretty close, the Guardians there. But most low-level people are going to use Rowan. Most mid-range people are going to use Gobtruffle or Queen Beatrix. And most high-level people are going to use Guard's Avatar or Queen Beatrix or Gobtruffle. So we will make a video, though. Alright, so... Wednesday... I'm not sure what pet we're getting. It might be that little goblin guy. Thursday, we have Dervish class, so if you do not have the Dancing Daggers, the latest you should get it is Thursday, because you have plenty of time to go get it and use it in the world event, but if you don't, the latest you should get it is Thursday, and don't buy it in the event. Make sure you just equip it and do the free victories. Dervish class is like below average. It's not that great, so I wouldn't like go crazy on it unless you're trying for a leaderboard, unless you still need Zul'Goth, unless you have nothing to spend your gems on and you want to get first place. If you want to be sneaky and get first place on a leaderboard, maybe Dervish class event. Alright, this weekend we have Bounty. We get a new Bounty troop. It kind of looks like Spike from The Land Before Time. Does light splash damage and then destroys 3 random gems. Doesn't sound too great, but at least it does something. So yeah, Bounty all weekend. So we just had Vault event, which is the best single-player event in the game. Then we have Bounty, which is the second best single-player event in the game. Alright, let's check out the campaign. Not the adventure board, but hey, look at that. Lots of gems there. Lots of deeds. Make sure you do your campaign first, though, in case it asks you to do adventure board. I like how they fixed the campaign recently to where you don't have to do as much stuff and it doesn't repeat as much. I like that, so... shout out to that. I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but they did fix the campaign to where it's not as annoying. We received news from Keghammer that a new type of giant had been spotted in Stormheim. Apparently it was made of crystal and was wreaking havoc. We set out to investigate. That sounds like the same one from last week. I'm not sure, though. Did they forget to change that, or is it just really similar? Or am I just tripping? Alright, Jewelry Master, so I'm going to equip a piece of jewelry. I'm going to do 15 battles in difficulty 1 Explorer. Adventurer, like I just said, but this is going to make you do it twice, so I'm going to re-roll that. We don't want to wait till tomorrow to get this done. Brown Slayer, that's way better. You can go to... what's the brown one? What's the brown one? Crap, dude. Anyway, it'll take you there. Man, come on. What is it? No, they always take you to the wrong one. What's the brown one? Not Stormheim. Kaziel. It's Kaziel. This should have the most brown enemies. So you would go here, you would click on Explore. You'd go to difficulty 1, Explore. You would put on a jewelry weapon or whatever it said. You would kill brown enemies at the same time. Get this campaign done as quick as you can. Locksmith, open... We can do this real fast. I'll just open 200. I have like a billion of these. Which I should just open them all because it gives me gems. So I got that done. Let's go collect it and see what's next. Ooh, event keys. Maybe I'll get Scorpius. Yeah, I'll get Scorpius, guys. Guys and gals. I should have just done 50. Oh well, I'm cheap. I'm cheap with event keys. They're hard to come by. Okay, let's see what's next for y'all. I don't like doing these campaign task videos because they weren't getting the views. But hey, I could show you a little bit of it here. Win any battle with your hero using the Dervish class. So equip Dervish, go to K-Zeal, and equip a jewelry weapon. You can get all 3 of those done at the same time. Alright, what are we getting this time? You're getting the pet, Burl Dog. Getting some books, getting some Dragonite. You see that there? Some Dragonite. And then the stat... Did I not collect mine from last week? Oops. That would have been useful. Act like you didn't see that. We get 5 armor. So, like, for the faction event, if you use Rowan, you'll have a little bit of extra armor if you get the campaign done before Tuesday. Definitely recommend doing that. Alright, that is it, y'all. I'm gonna end by showing y'all my sweet new dragon that I got. Check out the live stream from Sunday. Maybe I'll put out a video on it. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a video on Ruby Wrath teams. Got this bad girl with my first dragon egg on Sunday during the live stream. I opened it live, and then we did a team. We used it a little bit. It hits really hard. It hits all enemies really hard. It's boosted by red gems ×2, and it can get an extra turn. So hits all enemies hard and potentially gets an extra turn. So, and it summons a firestorm at the start of battle. Pretty sweet. Was kicking some butt. It's not like a PvP or a Guild Wars troop, but it's more like a quick clear type of dragon. Probably my favorite dragon in the game. So yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. Remember, I need y'all's help today. It's freaking Labor Day in the U.S. and like 80% of my watchers are from the U.S. or something like that. 60% at least. And I'm probably going to be hurting today, so I need y'all's help. Peace.